Vedic Treasure brings to you Unlock the Gita series, Episode-1. Vasudevasutam Devam Kansa Chanuramardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Salutations to Lord Sri Krishna, the world teacher, the son of Vasudeva, the destroyer of Kamsa, and Chanura, the supreme bliss of Devaki. Welcome, everyone. Hoping all of you are doing good. So let's begin this episode with a very famous, profound quote by Rumi. He says, "What you are seeking is seeking you." This is the very essence of today's episode. Let's figure out what we are searching and where to locate. We are all searching something in this world, isn't it? Some know what they are seeking, and some who do not know what they are seeking. And there are few who do not even know that they are seeking. Our scriptures say that we are all looking for peace, happiness, and security in our lives, and that we would do anything to attain them. In our lives, we are looking for things, beautiful relationships, success in our careers, business, money, health, all of it. Any kind of search, quest, or desire implies that we are dissatisfied with the present condition of things. If we were satisfied, there wasn't any need to search for. There is always a tendency of the human mind to discover a defect in all things. This should be like this. This should not have been like this. This distinction between what is and what ought to be is what we are expecting from this world. Basically, we are trying to find a defect-free goal. So here, let's observe a small story from ancient times. This was a time when God was amongst human beings. And all the people used to come to him with their problems, their desires. And every time he fulfilled one of their desires, it would just keep on coming. And he was fed up. And he realized that he couldn't fulfill all desires. So he called up his advisors and told them that I need to hide now from all these people because I am unable to fulfill their desires. So shall I hide in the mountains, at the top of the mountains, or in the moon? Or you suggest me, where should I hide? The advisor said, the human beings are so intelligent that they would come to the moon or reach the mountains. So these options won't suffice. Then an old person came near to him and whispered, the only place a man will never search is within himself. That is why our scriptures say, Yo Veda Nihitam Guhyam Parme Vyoman. That means God decided to hide deep within ourselves. So what do we understand from this? That we are searching for that which is hidden, which is invisible, not perceptible, not tangible. That which is our higher self. Time to unlock our very first secret of our scriptures, and that is peace, happiness, security are all within ourselves, and we should function acknowledging this truth and not looking for it outside, externally. So what are we searching for? We are searching for that hidden higher self. And our scriptures is a gateway to self-knowledge. So in this episode, we'll briefly understand our scriptures and try to figure out our holy Bhagavad Gita in this vast ocean of scriptures.
Vedas are a large body of sacred Vedic scriptures originating in ancient India. They were originally composed in Vedic Sanskrit. The word Vedas means knowledge. The Vedas claim to teach humans the aspect of truth, and they state that self-realization is the one and only goal of life. According to the scriptures, knowledge always existed in the form of sounds. Hence, in the tradition of Sanatana Dharma, whenever somebody realizes something of immense value in their life, they didn't immediately hide it or patent it. Rather, they looked for disciples who were seeking the same knowledge to pass it on to them and establish a lineage to pursue the knowledge further. This was known as Guru Shishya Parampara. Vedas are also called Apurushraya, that which is not man-made. Hence, Vedas are considered the ultimate authority for validating any spiritual principle. Let's now look at the various classifications of the ancient scriptures.
Our scriptures are broadly divided into two parts, Shruti and Smriti. The difference between both the scriptures are Shruti scriptures are the ones that are heard. Smriti scriptures are the ones that are remembered. Under the Shruti scriptures we have the Vedas, Upanishads, Brahmanas and Aryankas. Under the Smriti scriptures we have Vedangas, Darshanas, Ithihasas, Puranas, UPVEDAS, Agamas, Upangas, Tantras, The word Veda came from the root word with meaning to know. The Vedas are Shruti scriptures and they are considered Apurushaya, not human. The Vedas are broadly divided into four categories: Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda. The Rig Veda is the knowledge of hymns and verses. Yajurveda is the knowledge of liturgy. Samaveda, the knowledge of music. Atharvaveda is the knowledge given by sage Atharva. Within the Vedas, there are four kinds of text. Samhitas are the hymns and chants put together. Brahmanas are the description and directions for the rituals. Aranyakas contain mantras and interpretations of rituals. Finally, the Upanishads are the ultimate truth delivered by the saints. The Upanishads reveal the ultimate truth by different saints. The word Upanishad comes from the combination of three words: Upa, meaning near, Ni, meaning down, and Shad, meaning sit. When the teachings of the Upanishads were conveyed from masters to the students sat very close to the masters so that nobody could overhear the teachings. There are a total of 108 Upanishads. 13 of them are considered the most important. They are Isha, Kena, Katha, Prashna, Mundaka, Mandukya, Aitreya, Taitriya, Chandogya, Brihadra Aranyaka, Kaushatiki, Shvetash Ashwatra, and Maitri Upanishad. What are the UPVEDAS? In Sanskrit, Upaveda means applied knowledge. There are four Upavedas. Ayurveda, the science of health and longevity consisting of more than 1 lakh verses. Still, it is considered to be an Upaveda of the Atharva Veda. Dhanurveda, the science of archery and war. Gandharva Veda, the science of music. Arthashastra, it is the science of political, economic and military strategies for kings. What are the Vedangas? The Vedangas are scriptures which are attached to the Vedas. They are the Dharma Sutras, Dharma Shastras, Jyotisha, Kalpa, Shiksha, Chandas and Nirukta. What are the Darshanas? The Darshanas are the 6 philosophical systems or schools of thought. The ultimate goal of these philosophies is to eradicate ignorance so that people can finally attain salvation. The 6 philosophies are as follows: Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Mimamsa and Vedanta. The Agamas are the scriptures that discuss the doctrines associated with certain deities as well as the arrangement of the temples. They are Vaishnava, Saiva and Shakta. Tantra is made up of 2 Sanskrit words, Tanoti and Trayati. Tanoti meaning expansion, Trayati is liberation. So the word refers to the liberation of energy and expansion of consciousness from its gross form. Purana means ancient. The Puranas are ancient scriptures in verses, usually dedicated to specific deities. There are 18 very important Puranas. The most important is the Srimad Bhagavatam, addressed to Lord Vishnu. The other 17 important Puranas are as follows: Agni, Bhavashya, Brahma, Brahmananda, Brahmavaita, Garuda, Harivamsa, Kurma, Linga, Markandeya, Matsya, Narada, Padma, Skanda, Shiva, Vamana, Varaha, Vayu and Vishnu Purana. What are the Ithihasas? Ithihasas are a historical event written in a poetic format, and our scriptures have 2 major epics. They are the Ramayana and Mahabharata. The Ramayana, a Sanskrit epic poem about Lord Rama written by the sage Valmiki. It has 7 chapters and 24,000 verses. On the other hand, Mahabharata is the longest poem in the world, written by Rishi Vedavyasa. It has 19 chapters and 2,20,000 verses. This is where we locate our holy Bhagavad Gita. This occurs in the Mahabharata in the form of a dialogue between Lord Krishna and Arjuna. The Bhagavad Gita is considered to be the essence of all the Vedas. The Bhagavad Gita is the most thought-provoking, powerful and enchanting book. It is universal in nature, hence should be read by everyone in the world. The Bhagavad Gita analyzes the issues we face in our daily life and shows us many paths to attain self-realization. A 9-verse poem often attached to the book is called Gita Dhyanam, invocation to the Gita. These prayer verses are meant to be recited before the study of Bhagavad Gita in order to successfully complete it. Bhagavad Gita means the Song of the Divine. It consists of 700 shlokas covered over 18 chapters. Traditionally, the Gita is learnt by listening to chanting of shlokas guided by a guru. The central theme of Bhagavad Gita is Moksha Shastra. It is a method which reveals our true self.
That is why the Bhagavad Gita should be well learned and understood systematically. They say Bhagavad Gita is like a preparation for the winters of our life. Things may slow down, but life keeps moving. For the simple reason that people anticipate winters and are prepared for it. Before leaving, there will be a Shanti mantra recited by Akshara Manoj at the end, hoping we have cemented the foundation of this journey in this episode. Thank you and stay tuned for the next episode.
Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhavavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all be happy. May all be free from illness. May all see what is auspicious. May no one suffer.